So, today we will start to. I will work on some open source projects, and the idea here is just do my work, but teach you how you could to start in open source life, how you could to contribute with this, how you could to find some issues. Um, I work in the idea is to cut some parts of this video and put it into the YouTube. Uh, I don't know, videos about only issues, video about only coding. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not prepared. I prepared nothing for today. I just will open the herbs.js issues. I will start to read it. I will maybe respond something, and after this I will start to coding. So just to present the herbs.js, herbs.js is a framework that helps us to build microservices, to build applications in a easy way. You just write the entity and write the use cases. So after that, everything is provided for us. As you can see here, we have the entities, we have the use case, and it's on this. The documentation, graphical layer, presentation layers, infrastructure layers, everything's provided for us. So I will enter here into the repository, and I will open all repositories because it's I a little bit far from this project and has some days that I do nothing here. So I will just to open all projects, all repositories, and start to entering to the issues, into the PRs, and answer what I need to answer. So we have the to-do list is on herbs. That is it's an example code. And here, what do we have here? Okay, we have some dependence, and I will send it into the Discord. Let me see the Discord. I will open our server, and I will post all these PRs there to remember the people to merge it, because I don't have power to do it. So here I have, oh my god, here I have some update about Apollo Env. Okay, so it's just an update. It's simple, and I will remember every one of this. Welcome general. So hello guys, we have some update, some libs updates that need to be merged. So here just for remember the guys that we need to do it, I think it's a great contribution. So I will list all PRs the dependent bots did for us. Oh, thank you, Guilherme. Nice t-shirt. Yeah, it's from CJ, yes. The Pedro said for us, Italo, do you folks plan to make a TypeScript version of herbs.js? Oh, it's a hard topic. The herbs.js team already discussed about this. Probably in the future we could to have one. I think you could to open a issue there if possible. you could use the herbs repository to do it. So where's here? You could go into the herbs issues and create an issue talking about your idea to create a TypeScript version of herbs.js. I think it will be great. So, okay, so let's close it. My job into to-do list on Herb is done. So I already did a contribution. I think it's great. It's a great contribution for me as a maintainer. I think it's a good contribution. It says for me, you are paying attention and you want the package must to be updated with the all security patches and things like this. So herb CLI, this guy is hard, but we have some dependency, and I have power to merge it. So let's check it. Inquiry dependence. Okay, it's just a minor version, so I think we could merge it. And the other one is a minor pet, so I will merge it. Let me check what the package I'm updating. The package is unlocked. Okay. I'm not sure if this will break something, but okay. So let's delete this brand. Yeah, I need to check the brands too. How much brands we have here? 16 brands. Hello, Brian. It's already merged. Merge it, and close it. Okay. All this guys are merged, so let's delete it. Gen delete description and doc contributing. Okay, so about the issues. Wow, we have so much issues to check in. We have an issue about bugs, about ready to work, several minor, about documentation, about nice to have. So let's open all these issues. And herbs new fail when Git is not installed. Will Soares from Athenas. Oh, thanks for following me. W Bookie. Thank you very much. So let's. I don't know this guy, Will Soares. Who are you? My file system. Great. Will Soares, CLI. Very nice. I will ask into the our server if someone knows this guy, because it's a new guy is contributing for the Herb.js. It's not only the core members or the Vortex employees. It's very nice. Okay. Somebody, no, it's someone. I think somebody, maybe the same. It's the same propose, right? Somebody or someone. I don't know. But okay. Lagadoin. Thank you for following me. So, why start a new project with herbs new command? The process fail when I'm trying to git init a repository. Hate and then informing the use that git isn't installed. Maybe you choose it this option. So do you want to initialize with git repository? Yes, but you don't have the git command, so it makes sense. So I'm not sure it's a bug, because you really don't have the git installed into your machine. But I agree, it's not a great develop experience. So what do you think to check if the git exists before we try to run the git? So if the git isn't installed, we could just show a message instead on an error. Isn't okay. So what do you think to check? What to think about to check? So you see, contribute with open source projects is not hard. Okay, I know I know the Airbus context, and I know the code, and I know the project, but it's just to spend some time reading the issues, reading the PRs, and try to do something. Try to do what you can, you know. So I will try to help this guy to implement it too. I don't know who is him, but he opened a issue with a possible problem of the tool, and I read it, and I understand it's not a bug. In my opinion, it's not a bug, but I will try to help him, and I will ask for him to do the implementation. Could you fix it for us, please? Okay, let's go for the next one. Add readme inside generated project. It's important. If your feature request related to a problem, please okay. It's just the template. Since we have their shelf, we should to create a readme as an example to show the user how to use the herbs. Interesting. So a readme with instructions about how to use or configure the project generated by CLI. I have a basic readme file here with substantial information about the CLI, but it's a far from what it need to be. The documentation should be dynamic according to the options. Yes, it must to be dynamic, because the CLI will get your informations that you will provide for the tool and generate your project according these options, according these informations. So we need to put these informations into informations like project name, project description, these things into this readme. Okay, I think it's easy issue to work on. I will continue to reading all the other issues, but I think I will implement it. Probably I will implement it. Or if someone that is watching me want to implement, just get this link. I will send it here. If somebody want to implement it, just type whip here. It's really easy. So to implement it, you just go into source, generators. You could to have you know, the readme.js generator. So here, in this file, we get the readme.ejs, that it's a template, you know. This file is a template, and add the variables. So you could check how the variables works from other generators file. For example, let me check an example here. Database. Da-na-na-na. Templates, generate parameters, merge export. I need to find an example to show you. So generate. I'll wait. Generate this. This guy is from templates targets. Yes. So you could choose. I think it's not this part that I want to show you. Generators. Source. Package.json is a good place. So here I receive some options, as you can see. You know, I receive some parameters, and inside the options, I have the name, the project name, the project description. I have many options there. So you could go go into the readme.js file and update this guy. So and here just put the options there. So when you do it, you are sending the variables for the template, and we have the template here. And for example, I could to access my options from props.name, props.description. You see? So I think I will do it. So co-permanent link. I will add instructions for someone do it. To solve this issue, just going to going to this file, generators, package.json. So it's package. No, it's readme. Okay. Just going to the readme.js generator and put there and code there and send the options for the generator. So the read.js file is here. So readme.js generator and send the options for the like this. So I will pass this guy the props. So just pass the props for the template like this. So as you can see, I'm contributing to. I'm not encoding, but I'm doing the instructions, and I think it's a great thing because a new, a new guy, a junior developer that's trying to implement something into open source world. He could to check it and follow the instructions to do your first implementation, first contribution in open source world. So to solve this issue, just going to the readme generation and pass the props for the template like this. So after this, receive the props like this. So receive the props into the template like this one. Okay. If someone wants to implement it, follow these instructions. Okay, nice. So I will post this into the Twitter. So for the guys that was watching me, it's a good tip. What do you think about it? Just chat it into the, just type into the chat, please. And I will do a tweet right now. I wrote some instructions about how to fix an issue into our herbs.js. If you want to do your first contribution into the project, follow it. So let's go to the next issue. I think it's a good for beginner. Good for beginners. Beginners is correct. I have no idea. Beginners. It's wrong. Good for beginners. Great label. Good for beginners. Nice, nice. I like it. Yellow? Okay, yellow. So, herbs CLI, it's already merged. Yeah, it's the README implementation. Okay, great. Let's close it. Herbs shell. I'm inside the herbs CLI, and this issue say herb shell command should call herbs repo. Inspired into the Django shell. I never seen this repository. To be honest, I don't know what this guy do. So the Guilherme says, nice man, I was thinking about to start streaming resolve some herbs issues. I think by the end in the month I will start. Oh, awesome. I like it. Yeah, I have the idea to do, because, you know, I already do it, but to be honest, I can't to maintain the focus into the task. So because this, I start to streaming it, because when I'm streaming something, I get a super focus at. So, and a great thing about to streaming or contribution, it's because I'm doing it in English, and because this I'm training my English. I think I could to improve myself in two areas: programming and English. So it's good. So if you need some help, tell me, please. It will be a pleasure to help you. Okay, Herbs Hippo. What this guy do? I have no idea. Installing, using. I have no idea. I don't understand. So what this guy do? The full interactive shell is now slash. Oh, it's an interactive shell. Nice. But Django shell, Rails console. But the CLI, how the CLI will use the repo? Because the repo, I think, yeah, okay, I get. I think could be a great option. So, I will ask him. Do you mean when I wrote herbs into the console, we call the herbs repo? And just to remember, contributions like this help you to you get MVP award, for example. MVP award has a what? Microsoft MVP award. The Microsoft MVP award accepts open source contributions, so you could use it maybe to receive a MVP award. Okay, Herbs repo, Django, let me close it. Test for entities. The only test currently being generated is for new or update command is the use case tests. Science entities also can and should have logic. They should have tests for entities as well. I agree. We don't have anything to discuss here. I think if someone want to implement it, feel free. So the Guilherme says, thanks man, I think that it will help me too. I get distracted a lot too. Yeah, I think every developer gets distractions while coding. So I could implement it too, but it's a hard feature to implement. So I don't will do it today. Okay, ID field. Use ID metadata for entities. Wow, it's a long issue. So, with the upcoming release of the ID field, yeah, so into the go-to library, we created a feature that let you specify explicitly what is an ID field. So it used to be possible to read the entity's metadata and generate better use case, repositories, and etc. So let me see the use case, receive a repository, find one user, request. It will receive an ID number. This field, for example, multiple IDs, could to come from entity metadatas. Sure, I think so. Also, it's an opportunity to simplify the validation step for some case. So here we have nickname and password, and we validate it except ID is true. But it exists? It's possible to do? This issue has been resolved. Yeah, it's already resolved. Related issue. I thought this issue initially was just working on fields and validation. I will reopen it and we discuss when the bushel functionality is delivered. Okay, so it's not ready to... Yes, it's not ready to work because we don't have the label ready to work. So I will put okay emoji here. And let's go for the issue entity schema to request schema. Entity schema for request. Yeah, it's let's check. It should have an easy way to transform an entity into a request schema. Sure. But I think we already has another issue that say about the same problem. Also, it should be possible to remove and add fields from request. For instance, removing IDs. Okay. ID, use case, request from item, include IDs, false. I don't think that, yes, it's the same from go-to. It must be into go-to. In go-to we are talking about omitting fields, and in be-to we are talking about choosing which fields we want to okay, so I agree with John that they are different issues. Okay, it's for runtime validation when entity is being used into a use case and need to avoid some. So this one is for build time when it's necessary to extract some. No, I think it's the same thing. Regard 53 for me is the best approach so far. Request from item. Ignore. I think if we add this feature into go-to, we could reuse it here. So I have a request. Let me open this one and check for our examples. So ID from JSON, avoid immutable, to value object. Okay, I think we could implement it there. So item avoid fields ID true. I think we could implement it into go-to, so it will resolve the 29 issue. The 29 issue, and at the same time we'll fix this issue too, probably. Let me check here. Two value objects, omit. Yes, exactly. to value object. Yes. I think if we add this feature into Go2, we could to reuse it here. For example, request, item avoid. If we implement it into Go2, we will resolve the issue, and at the same time we'll fix this issue too. Okay, great. So let's go to the next one. You see, it's just to read the entry issue and try to contribute. I know that it's not easy to read everything and get the context and understand what's happened, but I think you could do it. You just spend some time on this. Let's see. Let me see what's happening on Twitter. Okay, David is seeing what we are doing. Nice, very nice. So go to omit entity properties into use case. So it's the 49 issue and we already talked about it. So let's continue into Herbs CLI issues. Serverless layer. Okay. so it's already done. It's already to work. So I'm just waiting some button to implement it. It's a great issue too. Herbs update should create a migration for new entities. A new migration should be created for new entities when Herbs update run. Okay, but I don't will do it now. Herbs update entity is a field another entity as type. I need to change to change this music. Come on. Okay, so example entity to do list ID items type's not a constructor. Herbs update entities with field with another type. Okay, it's can you provide more detail? How can I produce it? It's super important issue. Could you app wow, Pedro Halpental is already fixing it. Pedro Halpental, have you worked on this issue? They still valid. I have so many updates on Herbs CLI. Is it still valid issue? Can somebody check? I will check it right now. Let's see into the WhatsApp. I will call the Pedro. And say I will send a message for him. And I will send the tweet link for him. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Find item, naming problems and multiple IDs allowed. Apart from the name, this issue raises a problem with being able to get multiple IDs from REST. This issue highlights fix the file name, fix UC and step description, allow the same use case to handle single and multiple IDs requests. So you have the items that got all items, and we have the IDs and the multiple IDs. Does it still need a fixed rest layer? So get by ID item. Okay, we receive an unique ID here. Should be IDs. Okay, sure. It's super easy to implement it. Super easy. So it's great for beginners. Good for beginners. As you can see here, we have an use case that are receiving an unique ID, but we need to receive multiples IDs. I think expected and okay. So I think it will be a little bit hard to implement because the REST frameworks we understand as two different roads. The items roads already has been used to get all use case. We will need to add a if I have a query to check this query only has. Oh, somebody follows me. Who? Guilherme, thank you. Wow, I received a subscribe. Nice. Thank you very much. I need to configure the subscribes features yet. So sorry I got it wrong. The correct argument used to be both. Item receive one and items should just use one defined. To list one already do that. Yeah, but to do list, I don't like to do list implementations. But okay. We could do it. Herbs ally, we have many issues from herbs like man. Herbs generic person must be born with length. Sure. As long as okay. I think it's good for beginners. I'm not sure. I think it's not good for beginners, but it's easy. It's easy issue to work on. So, we have herbs person which to be with Dockerfile, of course. It's easy to beginners too. Good for beginners. So, finally we finished the herb CLI issues. It was so much issues. So let's work on into the herbs.js.github.io. Let's open the pull request because it's only 2 pull requests. And here we have a depend bot pull request, and I have power to merge it. Nice. So, it's the pack lock it. Okay. Load the difference. Okay, nice. I think I could to merge it. Wow, I created this repository. I didn't remember it. So, wow, 1, 2, 3, 7 issues. Let's open all the issues and change this music, okay? Because, come on. Okay. So, herbs to Kinix add support to identify entities IDs. Nice. Web documentation is not reflecting the evolution of the library. So, into herbs to Kinix, what do we implemented there? Entity, the IDs. Okay, so we specify the IDs. I'm not sure. So why do not use the go to do the ID documentation? No, to do it, because into go to we have the ID feature. Yeah, we have an ID feature there. I think we could choose the go to for the do it. Let me check it. Let me go into the documentation. Validation, entity, features, ID field. So you have it. Okay. I think I need to add the go to link there. So go to glues, herbs. Where's the go to repository? Go to. It's important to maintain the links, because if some new contributor arrive here and read these comments, probably they could be a little lost, you know. So what do we have into the Twitter? Wow, 5 retweets, nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So let's go to the next issue. Shorten to access IDs and field metadatas. It's duplicated. Wipe keep both. To keep track, PR for features here. Okay. I think if it is the same, I will close it. Let's maintain only one issue. Okay. Glues. Better way to dock glues without replication. So currently it's hard to keep both and glues repo in sync. Sure, Okay, it's hard to maintain everything documented. I think we could do something automatically. Improving a glue implies issue to improvement X, PR with improvement X plus doc. Issues with doc, oh yeah, have a way to read the doc directly from glue repos and compose it. I like it so much. Wow, why I remove it? I think it has severity measure. Yes, I agree. So community activity page. Yeah, we need it. We really need this page. So they edit this page link redirect to a page that do not exist. I think it's already fixed. Yes, this is fixed. It's merged. So I will close it. We need to explain the possibility of use nested step into an if step. Anderson, do you have already a case in using it? Okay, so let's speak with Anderson. Okay. I will close it and drink some water. It's important to drink water. Okay, logo image in homepage is pixelated. Sure. I think that change the image from PNG to SVG should solve the problem. It's already merges, so let's close it. Nice. It's super important to close the issues when you merge some PR. Okay, so I think we finished it. Let's go to the herbs repo. Explore entities and repositories. And you should be able to explore entities and repositories from herbs application as it does now as it does now with use cases. Okay. And we have a pull requests. But I don't have power to merge it. So another depend but pure. Okay, I will do a list of depend about PRs and send it into the channel. Okay. Herb shelf. We have 8 issues. Wow. Let's open all issues and error when using single codes. I think we have a pull request here. Oh no, it's a depend bot too. Come on. So I need to ask for Anna if it's possible to she fix it. So okay. I noticed that it's a rep something goes like this. The hooker, but I remove them and the rub stops. Okay. I will maintain this open, and I don't have idea how we could to fix it. Inline Babel script expected token. Do you have some idea about how to fix it. Sorry, guys. Entities visualization with mermaid command. This feature will be awesome. It should be interesting to understand entity and its relationship, not only in code but also having a more visual approach and have the information as part of shelf experience. It was closed, but it's reopened. Why? Why did you reopen it? I think we already has the feature. I think if you reopen it, because we need to improve the current implementation, you could to open another issue, because the 4:1 merge already fix this current issue. Okay. Wow, I'm super tired. Just give some example about Wiki Explorer, blah blah blah. Use case visualization with mermaids the same? Herb shelf, yeah, oh, it's the same. Entities visualization and use case visualization. Okay, great. I stop this misc and start this one. Use case visualization with mermaids. Okay, nice. I like it. I like it so much. It's already to done. Already to work. Ready to work. So Herbarium, use it for discovery. Herb shelf. With the new release of Herbarium, can generate docs and use it. We still have to use interact for the system and check. Regardless, it's stability. Variance. Okay, my unique point is to maintain it updated since we will have many changes into herbarium, but we could implement it. I agree. To have maintain size. Okay. It's ready for work. Ready to work. Oh, nice. Doc entities. Currently only use cases are listed and shows herb shelf stocks. It should also bring entities one primary objects as well. What? Okay. Yes, we have only the use case here. Only the use case documented into the herb shelf, but we need to add the entities too. Okay. Disable chef in production or protect with password. Does it make sense to lag shelf hold? What is that? That system that make the documentation from all roads for us, for REST microservice? I'm not Swagger. Swagger? It's not Swagger. It's Swagger. For a moment I forgot. I completely forgot it. Okay, so in this issue, where's the issue? Okay, here. Another option is to create some off system like Swagger. So next issue, generate documents offline. This issue is still activated. It's not activated. This issue is still alive. Vortex, but I know this users is not activated anymore. So this guy is the Vortex. Wow, I received so much people at me. So Adrian Luis Almeida, this guy I'd like to find here LinkedIn. So because I want to find her user into the GitHub. So Adrian Luis, so okay, here you are here. I find you. So This issue still alive? Adriano. Preview. Great. So for the people that arrived right now into my live stream, I'm looking for the issues of Herbs JS framework, and I just reading the issues and trying to solve it, or trying to give an answer, or send for the responsible. So for now, I'm inside the Herb shelf, and I had opened all the issues, these 8 issues here, and I'm just reading, understanding, and make my contribution here. The idea here is to show how you could contribute and how easy it is to contribute in open source projects. So if you want to contribute with some project, just do it. Just sit down in your chair, spend a time reading the issues and finding a good issue that you could contribute, that you could solve it. So Wesley, oh, you gave me a subscribe. Thank you. So this issue say this repository should be renamed to a herb name. I think the Jonathan Suarez forgot it. So do we have some? No, I just will say it. As you can see here, he writes just a generic question about whether this repository should also be an herb and have the herb name, because here it's called herb shelf and not earliest doc or something like this, as others glue. So since the intention is to evolve into something bigger, I will send it to here, into our Discord. So Jonathan, what this issue is still alive? Still? How can I write still? No, it's not a still. Still. Yes, it's correct. Still. Okay. I think so. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so we are into the other repository, the herbs repository. Let's check our issues here. So let's open all these issues. And what's happening here? Allow capturing domain knowledge using test scenarios. Wow, it's so big. To be honest, to be super honest, I don't will read it right now. It's super big. Okay, so hard to identify the reason of an error. Hard to define the reason of an error. Okay, it's already closed. Why did not fix the error? So Eduardo, oh, thank you for following me. Thank you very much. So Eduardo, this issue is still alive. So we have another issue here. It's new herbs. Complement a herb or use some market live to transform and conventions. So hello everyone. Okay, so this issue is about, I will read for you. Hello everyone. saying that we need to construct some converters like camel case and converters like this. What is our perception about this theme? So we have converters inside the herbs. So he was talking about with the John, and he does suggest to use the sum materialize the conversions, cite some conventions like camel case, for example, and they can be validated and used in another proposed and validations. In my opinion, we can create a new herb if we need. For me, the summa is something. No, we can't create another herb to do it. Rx the summa libraries that to do it. I'm not sure if build a new library only to convert the names. So the purpose of the herbs is to use the minimal dependence, and the idea to remove the conventions that already exist in other herbs leaves will reduce the code duplicity. But David says, I think it should be okay have a new herb sleep just for that. Yes, just for convert the names and convert links and convert things. I think we could use a library to do it. Since many herbs and glues allow custom name convention, I think it could be useful. So just make it clear, the purpose of such library you to be have stringing transformations. Is that right? So the John said, for now, I think the main purpose is to work with transformations, not only pure string. I think it's not necessary, but if necessary, work with subtype like JSON. I'm not sure. I think create a library, create a herbs, create a new plugin, a new glue, just for transformation. I think it's not a good thing. So the David says here, it's still not clear for me what the use case here beyond true. I think I don't agree to create a new glue to do transformations. It's not a big implementation, a big problem, a big resource feature. It could to be implemented inside some existent library. Or we could use an existent open source lib. Okay. Import TS module not working for React. So Mike. So the Mike says here, I love it when I'm using React 16 with herbs, and when I go to import the herbs module, I get the herbs CSG file to reproduce using the React 16, import JS module, create a new entity. So the herbs not prepared for this, but he don't propose a solution for us. And Mike, do you have some idea how to solve it? Okay. It's important when you open an issue, it's important to provide a possible solution, and or or something like this. For example, if you don't know how to solve it, just say it. If you know, just give some tips or some examples, because it's super important for us maintainers know how could you solve it before debugging, and before reproducing the error. It's save our time. So here I create an issue, the herbs to swag. Okay, yes. This issue is about a new library that got your use case and transform it into get your routes and create a Swagger client using the Open API specifications. So I think the discussions here is already done. It's just to implement. As you can see here, it's ready to work. So I will go to the next one. We're still inside the herbs, and this issue is another issue that it's already ready to work. And wow, I'm getting tired. You know, I already read it so many issues. So many or so much. I think so much issues. And I'm tired. I think this week, or probably into the next week, I will start to do some implementation. So see you the next week. I will stop right now. But before I stop it, I would like to know everybody, how the life is going for you, and if it was a great life. If you have some tip for I got better life for me to do better life, and you know, if you have some message for me, just type it. Okay. So I will just turn off the live. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for engagement. See you.